Hey, if you're thinking of moving to Kansas City and you want a community with lots of parks, walkability, and gorgeous homes with character, well, this video is for you. This is Justin Berry at the Plains Paris real estate team right here in Kansas City. If this is your first time to our channel and you literally want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, and playing in Kansas City, just go ahead, hit that like button and ring that bell. That way you're notified every time we release one of these new videos. Honestly, we get calls every day from people wanting to move to the Kansas City metro area. We absolutely love it. So if you're even considering making a move, go ahead and give us a call, a text, an email, whatever you're comfortable with. We want you to know that when it comes to moving to Kansas City, we've got your back. Now you may hear about Kansas City's Country Club Plaza being the very first outdoor mall, or a suburban shopping center as they called it. But few know that Brookside actually predates the Country Club Plaza by about 4 years. This shopping district, it's full of quirky shops, locally owned businesses, and has a lot of great trendy food. My favorite place to swing by is the Brookside Toy and Science shop, which has been open since the 1960s. If you're looking for an experience for your kids or a unique gift for Christmas, this is the place to come browse. They quite literally have it all.
I am Holly Pollard, and I own the toy store in Brookside Toy and Science. I've worked here for 20 years, and I recently became the owner, and I love it. I'm living the dream. It's amazing, and Brookside is awesome because of the customers, mostly. We have an incredible amount of foot traffic here, and there's a magic in this 100-year-old building that you just can't recreate. So that's all I got. Come be my neighbor.
So in 1906, JC Nichols started what was called the Country Club District. It's an upscale development on the south side of the city, south of the plaza, that continued through the 1950s, and it includes more than 60,000 homes spanning across all of southern Kansas City. So Sunset Hill, Brookside on the Missouri side, Mission Hills, Fairway, and the older parts of Prairie Village on the Kansas side make it the largest community built by a single developer in the entire United States. You'll notice all these neighborhoods are part of the most desired areas of our city. Brookside, however, is one of the most desired of that group due to its walkability to shopping, the parks, and the tree-lined trails. So Kansas City was roaring at the turn of the century, and especially in the 20s, where Kansas City largely ignored nationwide imposed prohibition. Kansas City at the time was attracting a lot of affluent people. They were escaping dry cities, and they're moving to Kansas City, where there was this boom from the cattle industry and all the railroads, and the free-flowing liquor at speakeasies. Sounds a lot like Californians escaping Texas during COVID, right? Well, that's pretty much what happened. Turns out people really like their booze. Kansas City gained its nickname, the Paris of the Plains, for being the wildest city during this time. It's why we named our company Plains Paris. It's my favorite Kansas City story, and as a history nerd, I love imagining what it must have been like to live here then. A lot of growth occurred for the city during this time. Automobiles became more affordable, and the dream was that these larger developments would allow the affluent to live in areas that were more accessible by vehicle. Remember that before this time, commuting for most people was walking to work or walking to a streetcar. So when you visit areas that predate Brookside, like say Northeast, you'll see mansions, apartments, and smaller homes all on the same city block. Everyone had to live within walking distance to the streetcars, rich or poor. The advent of the car really separated the city, and this country club district was the first to capitalize and create neighborhoods designed for life after the automobile. That means living in Brookside, garages are common, driveways are common. The homes come with larger lots, as expansion south was not limited by any physical boundaries. So the homes in Brookside, they're going to be some of the newest of the old homes, and they were mostly built during one of the fanciest building periods in the city's history. I once appraised a home in Brookside years ago where the third story had a string pit, like for a string ensemble, for parties. It was super cool to see. There was an enormous buffet and a curio cabinet that could not be taken down the curved staircase. So that meant the furniture had to actually be brought in by crane before the back of the house was ever put on. Houses back then had what was called balloon framing, and you can quite literally take the back of the house off like a dollhouse and it will still stand. So they put furniture in before they finished the house. Anyways, this period of building was really one of the best eras of construction. This was before air conditioning, so 9 to 10 foot ceilings are common. Front porches and sleeper porches are almost standard. It's to escape the heat. Back then when it was hot, the whole family would sleep outside on the sleeper porches. So these were luxury features, as poorer people, the only way they could escape the heat was by sleeping outside in the yard or outside in parks.
No, ma'am, I'm afraid that's not allowed. Help me, I'm poor.
So as air conditioning became more popular, these were often closed in and made into like an additional living space. A lot of buyers are concerned about the slight lean in these floors, thinking it may be a structural flaw, but since these used to be outdoor spaces, the floors are actually designed to run rainwater away if it were to get wet. One of my favorite things about Brookside homes is that when it comes to decorating, these homes lend themselves to many different styles. If you've ever been at an art fair and you see something you love and you say to yourself, well, where would I put that? Brookside homes are that place. It's a great place to be yourself, and it's not for the beige at heart.
Now let's talk about the word basic.
Most neighborhoods go through life cycles: growth, stability, decline, and renewal. Brookside is one of the neighborhoods in our city where the neighborhood itself really remains stable without significant shifts of decline and renewal. This means that you'll see a lot of the original architecture and the original materials that are still clearly visible. There's a lot of pride and maintenance here, and you'll see it all over. So neighborhoods that spent long periods of time in that decline phase, where maintaining the original materials doesn't economically make sense, by and large, they tend to lose the details that attract buyers to these types of homes. Values in Brookside have remained very stable historically and continue to rise as more and more downsizers and professionals are escaping the suburbs to be closer to the vibrant and revitalized Kansas City downtown. There's many different subdivisions offering a very wide range of prices. Generally, home sizes are larger the further west you move towards Ward Parkway, and prices soften the further east you move towards I-49. However, the areas further east experience the more period of decline and are now rebounding and experiencing a period of renewal, which is setting themselves up to be great areas to invest in, as these property prices are expected to continue to rise again due to the demand from buyers wanting to be closer to the city. So whether you're looking to buy your first home, moving up to something stately, or downsizing to something eclectic, Brookside should definitely be at the top of your list when it comes to finding the best neighborhoods in Kansas City. So again, if you're thinking about moving to Kansas City, just go ahead, reach out to our team immediately. Call, text, email, whatever you're most comfortable with. We are all full-time agents, passionate about what we do, and we're here to make your transition as smooth as possible. Remember, when it comes to moving to Kansas City, we've got your back. So this is Brookside, and Brookside's gonna be a great place to live, especially if you like going to little quaint shops, little boutiques. We just went through an art gallery here and this crazy little toy store that is straight out of the 60s, and they still have all these old toys that you can buy, the huge vintage tugboats, and there's animals all over the place, and they have enormous rattlesnakes on display and black mambas. Some crazy stuff from gemstones. If you took a kid in there, there's no way they wouldn't find something that they were absolutely in love with. I ended up picking up this puzzle for my wife. She's a puzzler. If you don't know much about shuttlecocks, that's a big thing in Kansas City. The Nelson Atkins Museum, it's going to, you're gonna see these parked right out in front of the yard. And they've been there as long as I can remember. We should probably look into the story, because I don't know the story on why they're there, but it's a true Kansas City landmark as far as I can remember back. These shuttlecocks are such a cool thing. So I got her a 1,000-piece puzzle to complete. That's gonna be her early Christmas present, because I'm really bad at surprises.